Hi, today we're going to cut up some turkeys. Almost every store has turkeys left over after the holidays. And one of the ways that you can move them and make money on them is by cutting them up into parts. So you've got to thaw them in your cutting room, pull the giblets out, the neck's in there also, pull it out. You got to take off the thing that holds the legs down here. Make sure you get all of that out of there. And you want to check up on the neck cavity. Sometimes the companies put the bag of giblets up there. But when you start to cut these, turn it over onto its breast and start with the wings. And you want to start right at that joint. You don't want to get into the breast meat when you're cutting this. You want to leave the breast meat on the breast and cut it off like that. Same way on the other side. Don't get into the breast meat. So you got the wings off. Take and turn it over on its back. Cut right where the thigh and the leg meet the breast. You can just push that down and put your hand underneath it and pop that thigh bone out. When you go to cut this, you want to follow along that backbone because there's a piece of meat right in there that goes right along the back that you don't want to leave on the back. You want it with the thigh. So you can see it right there. Then you can separate the leg and the thigh right at the joint. Pull the other one over, pop that bone out, follow the backbone down, and then make sure that you get that piece of meat that's along the backbone. You get more out of the thigh than you do out of the back, so you don't want to leave that on there. And then just separate them. So you've got thighs, legs, wings. Now we're going to put it over on the breast again. You're going to grab the tail up here, put your knife in, and cut down to where you hit the bone. You want a big knife, and you want to follow that back all the way down, right up as close to the back as you can as you're doing that. And then you can take and break that, cut it in two. There's your back. Then you can take the breast and you can leave it whole, and you can just push down on it. It'll break some of those rib bones so it'll set flat. That's how we cut a turkey up. We'll find some trays here to put this in so you can display it. So we're going to go ahead and tray these up. Make sure you use at least a couple of pads in this because these have been frozen, so they're going to be purging out the water that's in them. So we'll put those in a tube. The thighs, you can put one or two per package. They're a little more expensive, so depending on what you can sell. Wings. And then the back. This back I'm going to have to cut in too. And then the breast, we're going to put in a 4D tray. Now here's some other options on a breast. You want to put 3 or 4 pads in the breast. You can leave that breast whole, or you can take and split it on the saw. You can take and bone it out and put out boneless breasts, or you can bone the whole thing out and roll it and tie it back together. That's some options on the breast. Now we're going to cut the other turkey up before we do anything with the neck and the giblets there. So this one's a Jennie-O turkey. You can see there's a lot of purge that comes out of these as they thaw. So you want to account for that. Maybe do a cutting test on these. But typically you can make good money selling turkey parts. Again, lay it over on its breast. This one's still kind of frozen. So you can cut right where that joint is. Don't get into the breast meat. Take the wing off. Go to the other side and do the same thing. Turn it back onto its back. Pull those giblets out. Let's get the piece of plastic out that holds the legs down. Get the neck out. Still kind of froze in there. You might have to get him in a little bit. We'll go ahead and pop that thigh loose. Remember to stay along that backbone and get that piece of meat that is right down in there. Because you get more out of that thigh than you do out of the back. And then it's still kind of firm. Turn him over and do the same on the other side. Just pop that skin right there. Take a hold of him, pop that thigh bone out. Follow the back. And then get that piece of meat out. That piece of meat rides right along the backbone there. It's still frozen. Okay, we're going to stand him up. See if we can get that neck out. Yep, there it comes. Stand it up, grab a hold of the tail, put your knife in, go up. Then follow the back as close as you can to it. Still partially froze. And you want to cut this in two. Package these up. Get your backs. Drumsticks. Most stores can sell turkey parts, so this is a good way to move your turkeys out, especially after the holidays. I've had some stores move skids of them by cutting them up. We'll put these necks in a package together. Take all that ice off, because that's just going to bleed out. And we're going to take a 4D and put that breast in it. Again, pull the ice out of the breast. And like this one has a timer in it, you want to leave that in there. Customers do like those. Like I said, you can split these, you can bone them out. You just want to make sure that you do a test on it to make sure you're making the right money on that when you do bone them out. Put the wings in a package. And then the giblets too. During the holidays, the giblets are something that you can't get enough of. Okay, this is the finished product after we've cut up 2 turkeys. You see we've got the breasts, we've got backs, we've got drumsticks, thighs, necks, wings, and giblets.